My brother dragged me to meet his fiancée's multimillionaire father at the wedding, smirking. This is our family failure. My parents added, we don't brag about her. The man looked at me, froze, then said quietly, so it's you? This is unexpected. My name is Claire Reed. Except it isn't, not entirely. The name on my driver's license is Claire Fisher. The name on the book that changed my life is M. Reed. My brother Liam has called me boring since we were teenagers, and for most of my adult life I let him, because the alternative was explaining myself to people who had already decided who I was. I write books on leadership, decision-making, and the psychology of high-performance teams. I started in my late 20s after 4 years in corporate consulting, watching executives make the same preventable mistakes over and over. I published my first book at 31 through a small house I started out of a spare bedroom. I used a pen name because I didn't want my consulting clients to know I was writing about them. I used initials because I had read enough research on bias to know that MC Reed would be taken more seriously in certain rooms than Claire Fisher. My family knew I wrote. They did not know what I wrote or for whom or what it had become. My mother thought it was a hobby. Liam thought it was what people did when they couldn't hack it in the real world. At 33, the book I published under M. Reed had sold 190,000 copies, been translated into 11 languages, and been adopted by 42 MBA programs. A private equity firm had licensed it as the cornerstone of their leadership development curriculum. That firm was Callaway Group, Gerald Callaway's company. The same Gerald Callaway, whose daughter Liam was marrying on a Saturday in October at an estate with 300 guests who were not me. I was table 11, near the coat check. Liam had placed me there personally. He mentioned it twice, both times with the tone of someone doing me a favor. I arrived on time, found my seat, and watched my brother cry rehearsed tears at the altar. He was good at performance. He always had been. Our parents sat in the second row in their best clothes, and my mother mouthed the word beautiful when Sienna walked in, and I thought about how long it had been since she had used that word in my direction. Cocktail hour started at 6. I was standing near the bar with a glass of water when Liam materialized at my elbow with the energy of someone who had decided I was useful. He steered me through the crowd with one hand on my arm. That's Sienna's uncle. Those two are from the fund. Don't say anything weird. Gerald Callaway was near the terrace doors with a small group, tall, gray at the temples, the kind of man who listens more than he speaks and remembers everything he hears. Liam broke into the circle with his best smile and positioned me in front of Gerald like he was presenting a minor liability. He said the line, "This is our family failure." He laughed so the room would know it was a joke. My mother, who had drifted close, added hers without missing a beat. We don't brag about her. Easy. Practiced. A thing she had said so many times it no longer required thought. I stood still. I had stopped performing my assigned role somewhere around the soup course of a dinner party 18 months ago, and I saw no reason to start now. Gerald Callaway did not laugh. He looked at me with the expression of someone recalculating. He went very still. So it's you, he said. This is unexpected. Liam's laugh tapered off. You two know each other? Gerald didn't look at him. He reached into his jacket pocket, pulled out his phone, opened something, and turned the screen toward me. It was my book cover. Gray spine. M. Reed beneath the title. We've been trying to license an expanded edition for 2 years, he said. Your publisher keeps saying the author doesn't do meetings. I looked at the cover, then at him. I'm the author, I said. The silence was small and total. Liam's champagne glass stopped moving. My mother turned from Gerald's wife mid-sentence. My father went quiet in a different way than usual. Gerald studied me. His expression didn't shift dramatically. It settled. The way a room settles when someone finally opens a window. He looked at Liam then. The way you look at an equation that doesn't balance. Then back at me. I have a standing offer on the table, he said. The terms are generous. Whenever you're ready. He said it the way people say things when they mean them. No performance. No audience. Just a fact. Offered directly to the person it belonged to. I said I'd be in touch. Liam said nothing. My mother said nothing. The string quartet started again somewhere behind us, and the party continued the way parties do. But the circle we were standing in had become its own atmosphere. I was no longer the weather in it. I was the one who had built the thing they were all standing under. I just hadn't bothered to say so. Full story on the channel, linked below.